Hello and welcome to another gear review with me, Anjay. Today we are looking at the Maybury Guitars off-the-shoulder model. Now, you've seen a few Maybury Guitars on my channel, and the reason for that is twofold. First one is Jason, Maybury Guitars, is very local to me, so it's cool to support local builders. And two, the guitars are great. You know, everyone I've played so far has had something unique about it and something interesting. In the background, you've got my floorboard guitar here, the T-type. You saw an arrow guitar recently. And there's loads of other shapes. But this one, for me, is my personal favourite. Because as somebody who plays an awful lot of guitar, plays live to a certain extent and building up to more, and records, this represents an ideal body shape because it fits comfortably on either side when you're sat down, depending on how you play. It sits comfortably when you're stood up, and there's nothing in the guitar that gets in the way of playing. So there's no silly kind of horns and things that I've played on some guitars where they actually get in the way of you. There's nothing stopping access to the 23rd fret, 23 frets, you heard that here. It just plays and feels great. Now the specs I'm going to have to read because I don't remember them. So, we have a spalted sycamore top. We have a, now then, I don't know whether this is sapele or sapele, neck. We have sycamore inlays. Oh, just look at that. Really, just look at this. And it does go all the way through. It's not just a laminate. We have Schaller bridge. It's a cool little roller bridge type thing that normally go with a Bigsby. So you could convert this to a Bigsby quite easily. Grover open tuners. And interestingly, vintage Tokai pickups, and you'll hear them in a minute, they're quite high output. And I think it's a rosewood or an ebony fretboard, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Possibly ebony, because he likes using ebony. So all in all, this is really high craftsmanship here. You know, when you look at, this is not laminate, these aren't false bindings or anything like that. That is a proper, what's that, 5mm top on there. There's no poly or anything like that on this, it's all just oiled wood. So from a build perspective and build quality, you don't get high on this. And something I really like is this fluted neck here. So unlike authentic guitars, there's no chance of this neck breaking where the headstock is because this supports it. And whilst you might think that gets in the way of your playing, it doesn't. Your hand actually stops neatly underneath it and actually gives you an anchor point when you're playing up the top. So, yeah, I mean, everything about this is just beautiful craftsmanship. But as beautiful as it has to sound good. I'm going to start on clean, on the bridge. Both pickups together. And onto the neck. Now, with my single coils guitars, that's actually a really clean tone. With the higher output humbuckers, it's a bit more dirty. Let's roll back the volume a bit. So the pickups sound great, clean. Throw in a bit of distortion and see how we get with that. Both together. And neck. So as you can hear, it handles clean and distorted really nicely. Now where I personally like this is on something with a bit of crunch. Now where I like this is on a slightly driven crunch with some delay. Just sounds so good. Yeah, you can't argue with that really. So as you can hear, this plays anything from blues to rock to anything in between. It'll take metal on. Again, because it's a custom build guitar, you don't have to have Tokai pickups. You can have P90s in here, which is what I'd love to see. You can have any type of neck. This is a chunky kind of Les Paul neck. You can have a fast shredding neck on there. You could have a big thick ES335 style neck. You can have a more traditional bridge rather than the roller bridge. You know, 4 volume controls, a 5-way super switch, anything you want. The point is the kind of the craftsmanship and the fact that this is really unique, really playable body shape is what makes this so special. So what do you reckon of this? Is this something you would like to see yourself playing? Could you imagine yourself on stage with one of these rather than say a more traditional guitar? I know I certainly can, and this floorboard here has been with me now for a while and has been played into the ground already. If this was to sit in my arsenal, this would get played an awful lot. What's your dream body shape? Is there something out there that you've not seen that you would love to see? To be honest, you could probably get it made. I'm sure Maybury would be interested in looking at it. But in the meantime, I'm going to play you out with a little loop so you can see how this sounds sort of in the mix. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, hit Patreon, and I will see you very soon. Cheers.